Walking around campus, you see the average squirrel doing what squirrels do. But there's nothing brown-eyed and bushy-tailed about this Concordia researcher. We talked to Joseph Whitaker, who spends his days teaching his students how to use radiotelemetry to track their furry friends.
I grew up with squirrels and watched them a lot, and I guess in a way I felt like I took them for granted, and now I'm learning quite a bit from them.
Radiotelemetry isn't the only thing nutty about this study. Research indicates that red and gray squirrels react differently within their peer groups.
We have the gray squirrels and red squirrels, and we're kind of curious, how do they exist on campus and what are they doing differently with one another? Gray squirrels tend to be more social. They have a sort of a social dominance hierarchy. So one individual will be dominant to another, so it could displace one from a food source. When I'm pointing at you, I get the strongest signal. When I move it away, yeah. Red squirrels tend to be a lot more territorial. They'll have one main food source where they store their things, and that might actually be a generational, multi-generational food storage.
The students try to be as humane as possible when trapping the squirrels, even when placing the tracking devices around their neck to follow their locations around the Moorhead area.
So we'll bring them back, and then we do anesthetize them. So we anesthetize them for the safety of the squirrel and for the researchers. Put the collars on, give them a couple hours to wake up, and then release them again. Put them on, cut off the excess, and it's just on a zip tie, so it stays on them, and then they do seem to come off after a while.
With Concordia's help, we are one step closer to making a connection to the squirrels and maybe yielding more often at the crosswalk for these cuddly creatures. With photographer Jared Schumacher, Betsy Harmson, Campus News.